Here's a rewritten version with stronger pacing, cleaner prose, and a more cinematic storytelling style while preserving the core plot. The touch of her hand on mine felt colder than it had in years. I stood silently in the hallway as Amanda dragged her suitcase toward the front door. The wheels rattled across the hardwood floor, breaking the silence between us. She didn't look back. Neither did I. A few moments later, her car disappeared down the street. Only then did I exhale. The end had arrived. Amanda and I had been together for nearly 10 years. 8 of those years we spent as husband and wife. For most of that time, I believed we were happy. We had traditions, inside jokes, shared dreams, and memories that stretched across a decade. At least, that's what I thought. 3 months earlier, everything changed. Her phone had been charging on the kitchen counter while she was in the shower. I wasn't snooping. I wasn't looking for trouble. But when the screen lit up, a message appeared. Can't wait to hold you again this weekend. Miss you. Brandon ***. My stomach tightened. Brandon? I didn't know any Brandon. None of our friends were named Brandon. As far as I knew, she didn't work with anyone by that name either. I could have confronted her immediately. Instead, I waited. I needed certainty. What followed was weeks of quiet investigation. While Amanda believed I was completely unaware, I was gathering pieces of a puzzle I never wanted to solve. Every suspicious text, every unexplained absence, every convenient excuse became another clue. The deeper I looked, the uglier the truth became. Late meetings weren't meetings. Weekend trips weren't trips with friends. Every promise she made to me was followed by a lie she told someone else. The betrayal cut deeper with every discovery. Still, I remained silent. I smiled when she smiled. I nodded when she spoke. I played my role perfectly. So when Amanda announced she was planning a weekend getaway with friends, I simply smiled. You should go, I told her. You deserve a break. The relief on her face was immediate. That evening, I even helped her pack. She thanked me. The irony was almost unbearable. But while she prepared for her trip, I prepared for something else. I filled a bag with evidence. Printed messages. Screenshots. Receipts. Photographs. Proof. Enough proof to destroy every lie she had built. The next morning, after she left, I drove across the city. I already knew where Brandon lived. I had done my homework. A luxury apartment. High floor. Expensive building. The kind of place built on confidence and appearances. I waited until I was certain they were both inside. Then I walked to the door and knocked. A few seconds later, it opened. Brandon stood there. Well-dressed. Confident. Comfortable. At least until he saw me. Can I help you? He asked. Oh, absolutely. Before he could react, I stepped forward. His confidence vanished. Amanda appeared from the hallway. The color drained from her face. For a moment, nobody spoke. Then I dropped a thick folder onto the table. Its contents spilled across the surface. Photos. Messages. Dates. Locations. Evidence. The room fell silent. You thought I wouldn't find out? I asked quietly. Amanda's eyes filled with tears. Michael, please. No. The single word stopped her. For months I had imagined this moment. The anger. The heartbreak. The confrontation. Yet standing there, I felt something unexpected. Clarity. I wasn't there to argue. I wasn't there to listen. I was there to end it. Brandon tried speaking. I never wanted. Save it. His mouth snapped shut. I looked directly at him. Does your wife know? The question hit him harder than anything else. His expression answered for him. Amanda buried her face in her hands. I felt no satisfaction. No triumph. Only certainty. The marriage was over. The illusion was over. Everything was finally exposed. I gathered my bag and headed for the door. Before leaving, I turned back one final time. You made your choices, I said. Now live with them. Then I walked away. The fallout came quickly. Within days, the truth spread to everyone who mattered. Relationships collapsed. Reputations suffered. Excuses stopped working. Amanda begged me to reconsider. She cried. She apologized. She promised change. But trust, once destroyed, is not easily rebuilt. The divorce moved forward. There would be no reconciliation. No second chance. Only consequences. Months later, I stood alone inside the house we once shared. The rooms felt different now. Quieter. Lighter. For a long time, I thought losing my marriage would be the worst thing that could happen to me. I was wrong. The worst thing had been living inside a lie. And as I looked around the empty house, I realized I hadn't lost everything. I had regained something far more valuable. Peace. Freedom. And the knowledge that truth, no matter how painful, is always better than deception.